I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man, we can't be stopped. On the strip.
Alright, we back. It's the Rawway Show podcast with Rawway and Paul Clark. And I'm Rawway.
And this is your boy Paul Clark.
So we got some shit in that just hit the table. I want to give a big shout out to Camron and Mason Bethel for signing a deal. They signed a large deal for their podcast, sports podcast. So that just means
It is what it is.
it's pass out season. Feel me?
30 million.
What's the name of
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah. And I show love because you know if you go by the narrative they've been given, Cam started this shit with 250, and then when he brought Mace in or whatever, he said Mace brought him 252 to become partners in this shit. So that's dope for the niggas to get their shit up like that. You know what I'm saying? That's a good look. It's hip hop and it's entrepreneurship, black entrepreneurship.
And they go way back.
And they go
like
way
high
back.
school basketball. There's old clips of them, you know what I'm saying? Playing high school basketball.
Championship shit.
Allegedly, Camron's is like sold off the shelf. You can't get them no more because, you know what I'm saying, it's old high school jersey. You know, college jersey is still doing some shit. But Mace is, he teasing Mace about this shit is nowhere.
Mace is getting money.
Mace went to college?
Yeah, he got a jersey. He went for basketball too, I guess. He said with the jersey.
Well, that nigga got with Puffy.
I just don't like Mace's head. What's this? It's this extra
Like
thing.
it's pointy at the top.
Like the cone head. Like I've always looked at that like you ain't wear no hat, you know, the do-rag.
Nah, that's how he had a terrible doctor. Cause you know when you get delivered.
LL grew into his head too. He grew into it.
But his head probably wasn't that bad. I never seen it before.
I have, and it had a point to it, and I was like, so that's the reason why. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, I guess he started lifting weight because he was skinny. Now
he was
got
a
a
little
fat
bit.
face.
But he might have been more self-conscious. You can get it all back in the day, but niggas would be salty if you got the pointy head. Niggas be calling you shark head and pointy head. But the nigga did say, "Oh, I'm bad because my hat is like a shark's fin."
I would have took my hat off. Like a shark instead of doing this right here.
Instead of baddest around.
But they know things is good and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they got history, you know what I'm saying? Oh, and it's a sports show, and a lot of they hit, even though it's rap, a lot of them was still basketball. Just because you did rap don't mean you didn't play basketball also still.
Right.
And that's
some shit too.
Yeah, and they be chopping it up. And that's what, the nigga Jimmy was talking shit at first, but Jimmy still had to give it up. He had to give it up to Mace and Camron. He tried to lean towards Cam a lot, because Mace only really had one album out, you know what I mean? But still, all the shit he put out was platinum selling shit.
Yeah, he wrote he did a lot for bad. He wrote a whole motherfucking lot for them.
So on that note, he has a lot of platinum shit he done, you know what I mean, whole albums he done been a part of. So you can't knock that nigga like that. You know what I mean? He put that shit on his back, big dog.
Till God took him.
Yeah. But dude, I wonder how he feel. Is that like, cause he murdered them.
No, he's always has been. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was like, cause God took him. You know, it was his pastor. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking to him, and he said what irritates him is when, you know what I'm saying, he's somewhere at a sports bar or something, he's watching the game and all that right there, and people want to look at him like, you're not allowed to be in here. Like, you got to be a pastor 24 hours a day. You can't be like, goddamn Browns, fuck! You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you act like I'm supposed to be this sanctified dude 24 hours a day. He said that's what, because I didn't watch my tongue or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Curse words are man-made, man-created. I don't care fuck where you go on this planet, your curse word won't mean shit to somebody else. Just like in Europe, if they say bloomin' bloody, I don't give a fuck you call me bloomin' bloody, that's not gonna offend me. You know what I'm saying? A Mexican's gonna be a sopalote. That's a black crow. That did not offend me, but I was like, is that the best you got?
You thought that come off.
Yeah, is that the best you got? And let me talk about fucking your sister, Jorge. You know, and that bothers them because I'm stereotypical, you know, and it did. That's my sister. You know what I'm saying? But Broadway got me high.
Did y'all hear Run DMC? Red Run at the anniversary show?
Nah.
Oh, he was going in.
What he say? Cause I fuck with Red.
Type of shit.
Who?
Red Run.
Yeah, that's who he is.
Yeah.
He's that other person on camera. But you can do that and still be like Mase. Mase, you didn't have to turn to that person. You still could have been you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If a group of motherfuckers ran up on you and shit, was about to rob you and shit, you probably gonna have to shoot them. Just like you was doing when you was a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still can be yourself. It's just the goodness that you do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put it out. I'm not gonna put out no negativity. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do good. You know what I'm saying? You just do that and still say, hey man, get your scamming ass the fuck up out of here.
I think with him it was more of
Chi and Tamara, one of them.
He had a church. Then wasn't he part of the church? So he had to.
I think he had his own shit in Georgia.
Right, some shit like that. So he had to be aware of what he was doing because he was part of that church and motherfucking the members.
So that's the wrong reason to do it.
So he was banging. Which one he was
he
banging?
If you ain't want to fuck up your church and the church money that the church provides, so I have to act like this way when that's not who you really are, then that's a fake. You should still be your own self. You know what I'm saying? Like Muhammad Ali was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't stopped telling you about yourself.
Yeah, I understand.
No, I don't know if they was actually having, but he liked one of them and they was super religious.
I do remember hearing something, but I don't know for sure if he got
So
one.
if you don't fuck with me, you can't be all on that stuff right there. Okay, I denounce everything.
He might have would have caught backlash from the church members.
No, he kept being himself. You know what I'm saying? Like he kept being himself.
I don't know. Maybe.
Like if Charleston White was born in the middle 60s, we wouldn't have a problem with nothing just coming out of his mouth. We wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? He would be you had Martin Luther King, goody. He had Malcolm X that was like, you know what I'm saying, like the old Malcolm X was like, man, we'll fuck your ass up back. And then he had Charleston White. Like, what the fuck did he, because he would cuss while he's talking. You know what I'm saying? So if we had one of them, we would probably have t-shirts with Charleston White on it and we respect him like we respect Malcolm X.
I like what he be saying now. I mean, like, cause he ain't saying nothing that's wrong.
Yeah.
What it is motherfuckers don't like him is because he's not being there politically correct.
He's asking people to tell him, you know what I'm saying, your cousin, your uncle, your brother, you know what I'm saying? Like the crime that's in the neighborhood, we know who's doing it. I can kill 15 people and walk around with, and motherfuckers be proud to be hanging around me because I'm a killer and shit, you know what I'm saying? But then be mad when I kill somebody else and shit. Get this out the neighborhood, nigga. I can hide out from the police in the fucking hood. You know what I'm saying? And all you gotta do is just pick up the phone and be like, that nigga right there, get him the fuck up out of here. He's killing our kids.
Because he feel like
we worship the killer.
Yeah, and he's like, that's not what we supposed to be looking at.
We supposed to fear that. We don't want that in our neighborhood.
Right.
Like the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? In the rich communities. You don't want that in your fucking neighborhood.
We don't
so
want
they
it in the
tell.
poor community.
And we don't care that they tell. We don't say you snitch. No, you just keep your property value up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We do it, you a snitch. And yo, I ain't never snitched in my life. Never. You fucking liar. We was born and raised to snitch. I ain't do that. That was them. I ain't the only one do it. You ain't say nothing to them when they was coloring on the wall. You know what I'm saying? We been snitching. You class monitor ass motherfucker and shit. You let other people threaten you. You know what I'm saying? To protect them for you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think Charleston White, you know, like his shit ain't bad, his shit ain't good. I think he come from a point where he was doing, you know, a lot of times. That's
y'all on Charleston White or Mase?
We on Mase, but I'm saying when he went towards the Charleston White shit, because what Mase
about the church, how churchy you is.
Yeah, because my point I was trying to make
could have been Mase.
My point I was trying to make is that was the way he speak is like how a lot of the old timers speak. You know what I mean? It's kind of like try to reverse psychology, some shit. Tell you something like, oh, you ain't gonna do that shit. But it really be motivation. But today's kids and today's children and people, they take that shit for the face value. Like they don't got their own.
We did that too.
Snitching about shit.
We ain't like snitches. You know what I'm saying? You tell, you rap. You know what I'm saying? We didn't like that either. That was in the 70s. That was before our era. That was still, you know what I'm saying? It's an Italian thing. and that we took out of control. You know what I'm saying? A snitch is somebody that's involved with the crime. Other than that, you're a witness. That's all you is. You know what I'm saying? I can pay the witness off. Shut the fuck up. Here, take this money.
And they don't know the motherfucker that made the most money was working with the police.
Right.
Telling them niggas, being in the mob.
Working with them.
Yep.
Giving up a little bit.
Now that's a rap.
And that's why I say, remember, I was like, it's a couple of them.
And because guess what? I guarantee you, every last one of them ain't no volunteer. You got cops doing something and you trying to save your ass. You trying to save your own
if I got a whole block, if I got the east side, it's best for you to work with the police. To motherfucking put you up on when they gonna hit.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be illegal.
I
I don't see nobody working a 9-to-5 job that volunteers, I'll be your snitch. And it's poking their nose. It's always somebody that got something to lose. We taking you to jail. Hold on. I know information. It's always that
But
type that's the rap right there. That is you.
I mean, that's the same shit with them. You know, if you got the whole block and the police say, I'm gonna tell you.
But this generation switched up the word snitch. You know what I'm saying? Like you my nigga, right? My other nigga come to me like, shit, nigga, I heard a guy got some whatever, we gonna run up in his shit like 2 more days and whatever right here. And if I tell you now I'm the snitch, hey man, watch out for them niggas, cause they trying to, I'm the snitch now. That ain't fucking snitching.
That ain't snitching.
Yeah, that's what snitching is. That's what snitching.
Cause you my homeboy.
Yeah, but that's what snitching is right now. Right now you a snitch cause you did that right there.
Nah, I don't think that's the case. I ain't. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? If I watch some man snatch up a lady, you know what I'm saying, or a kid and drive off, it's okay to snitch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You see some lady get her purse snatched and shit, and you go catch the dude and whoop his ass and shit, and they police, hey, that nigga right there, he stole her purse. You know what I'm saying? We quick to
snitch. Get civilian shit, and I did that. That's why
we get to pick and choose.
Mase would try to be away from shit to not fuck up what he got going on with the church. That's all preachers. That's all preachers.
You're trying to be politically correct. Cause I heard a comedy thing, prank call, and he called a preacher. And that motherfucker got all the way out of character. Then when they told him, it's a prank call, this is what's his name, Tommy? I forget his name. But he said, it's a prank call, He was like, oh my God, man, I feel bad. I just spazzed out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was cussing like a motherfucker. You don't tell me what the motherfucker.
And they ain't nowhere.
Couldn't wait to cuss as a pastor.
That ain't nowhere in the Quran. That ain't nowhere in the scriptures. That ain't nowhere in the Bible. That can't be you.
Right.
Keep in mind that was like one of the disciples. The tax collector. That's who the fuck he was. That motherfucker will kill you. Who the fuck you talking to over there? That's who he was. He wasn't all sanctified and all that shit. Nigga, he cut a motherfucker's ear off for touching Jesus.
Hey, that motherfucker been cussing in 365 days.
Yeah.
Why you could not wait to motherfucker, you goddamn son bitch, get your
Jesus and his disciples were homeless. They gave all their worldly possessions away. So when they went to place to place to place, people would just give them money. That's why the preachers today say, give me an offering. Because they would give, motherfuckers know Jesus and them got some money and shit, but guess what? Who robbed them? They not know, turn the other cheek, let a motherfucker beat on you. No, we got several motherfuckers that'll slice your ass up. But you still sanctified though. You deserve it. So you can say fuck the police as a pastor. You can still be Mase. You should have still stayed inside these streets and shit. Because that's where you need to touch people at. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't hide in shadows and point fingers. And when I was your age, I was doing the same thing.
That's why I didn't have a problem with him being a pastor because things happen. And I thought that's where his congregation would go through. Like up north, they got the Crack House Church. So I just thought like that might have been some shit he would be on, like trying to show motherfuckers that in the streets thinking like this shit ain't the way to go.
I only know one person that was in the street, you did rap, talked about murder and violence, but you was a pastor at the same time. And that was DMX. Right in the middle of your concert, you turned into a pastor. You would cry, all kind of shit. You would actually sit up there and pray. This ain't part of the event. You just made this shit up right there on the spot because something hit you. You know what I'm saying? You and your albums doing the same shit. You can be all in one.
So, nigga, real shit. Big shout out to Cam and Mase for that deal. Our shit coming. It's gonna be the exact same. Not the exact same, because we're bigger than that. But we just enough, we fuck with y'all.
We would like to take the Broadway podcast show to a higher level.
Yeah, that's
we
what
just
we're
would
doing.
like to replace you guys with Keenan and Kale. You know what I'm saying? From that's what we're gonna place you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna replace us.
Yeah, you think?
Keep the shame, keep the name and shit.
Nah, cause you too charismatic.
But my muscles aren't big enough right
You're
there.
too
Like,
charismatic. So
like-
you 50 push-ups a day.
I'll be saying Monday. My workout was starting off Monday. I'm saying that. I shouldn't have said it. I shouldn't have just did it.
You were speaking about Charleston White. I was going to bring up Charleston White and T.K. Kirkland been going through it. Charleston White said T.K. Kirkland owe him some money or some shit like that. But T.K. Kirkland was speaking about it. I was already on that shit before it came across my desk. He was already saying that Charleston White got fucked up. He said they ain't even want him on the tour any fucking way. And but he fought for him to be on the tour, and he was making like, allegedly $10,000 a night or some shit like that. And he like, nigga, do this, and then you'll be able to bang the chitlin circuit, all that shit in the other. And I think it's really just business as far as them doing it. It might be promo. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell a motherfucker ain't paid me real quick, and then, oh shit, but that motherfucker's name ain't never came up in no shit like that. Ben had a large platform the whole ride, and then you got this new nigga on this situation, and whatever. But I think that, I think it's a publicity stunt, for real, to me.
And that could work for both of them too. 'Cause
It's definitely gonna work.
both of them in the news.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
That's streams. That's
Yeah.
everything. That's motherfuckers
Awareness.
watching the video.
Yeah.
The niggas was on live.
Yeah.
Well, no, not him and him. I was watching. He was into it with another. T.K. Kirkland had another beef with another nigga about a bitch. Nigga stole on him, knocked him out, busted head. But it's the same type shit. And he told Charleston White that he didn't know the business, and he was like, "You gonna be paid?" He just wasn't paid that night, and I don't know the ins and outs of that type shit, or if it was paying dues, or a nigga just doing what a nigga be doing. I don't know if it was promo because he went on the shit initially.
He said it was like only for like 2 or 3 minutes. Then it turned to 10 minutes of his time.
Yeah. So shit.
I don't know how much you expect to get paid for like 2 or 3 minutes. Depending on who you are.
But you gotta think though, when sometimes depending on the situation, like think the Kings of Comedy. When they were doing that, Steve Harvey was eating off that shit.
I
But
won't
that's
say.
Steve Harvey though.
No, I mean on his first time, I'm pretty sure he got paid close to pennies. Cause you get major exposure, you get to say I'm on the Def Comedy Jam and shit. So they didn't pay them no, you know what I'm saying, $450,000
Right.
just for that. They didn't do that.
But he was big. He was big by the
He probably
time
got
they
like
did that.
$2
Yeah, by the time
to
they did Kings of
$5,000.
Comedy,
Yeah, he had a TV show and everything. But
they
he,
might not got
no, Kings of
nothing on
Comedy.
yeah, Kings
Okay,
of Comedy.
all right.
Not Def
Def
Jam.
Comedy Jam, yeah.
Def Comedy Jam, they probably,
Yeah, they pay
that was like the children's circuit for
Yeah.
real. They wasn't getting money.
Yeah,
on
they
that.
just had bigger exposure.
Yeah.
And I just watched, it was funny earlier today, shit came across, it was Jimmy Walker introducing Steve Harvey on the fucking Apollo. I ain't never seen that shit before a day in my life. I didn't even remember that Jimmy Walker was the host of it at one time. I don't even remember that.
And then you will see so many celebrities that was on there that got booed
Yeah.
hard.
I'm talking about
You don't
hosting.
hear about Boo, did you?
Yeah,
He was
booed
hosting, and
they
then
booed Usher.
Steve Harvey he later became the host himself.
He told a story about that too.
Yeah.
I did not like ever Kiki.
Who?
Kiki.
I know that lady.
I'd be like, bitch, you ain't gotta walk like that. You know what I'm saying? I hated the way she walked.
She was somebody's woman.
It was these little fast little steps because of that dress that she wore. You could only move your legs like this long and apart. It was these fast little penguins.
Then the Sandman come out, sweep your ass away. But shit, well, moving on. Well, who knows how that gonna go, but I just know that T.K. Kirkland said it ain't got nothing to do with him personally. It's him and dude at Live Nation or whatever.
You thought TK was pocketing the money or?
He took
TK was paying him out of his own
Yeah,
pocket.
he was coming out of his own.
It ain't had
pocket
nothing to do
for
with
it.
it. You in the deal with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So TK was like, I know they ain't paying because he actually said he had to pay. He said he had to. Charleston had to pay for his own plane tickets, his own hotels to every place that they want him to be at to talk, but you never got paid. You know
But he
what I'm
like,
saying?
you do go ahead and steal
So Kirkland put like, you know what I'm saying, what is it, 250 in his pocket?
something. But he like, go ahead and still do this shit, and you got a career now. You gonna have a career.
So he just helped you make sure like you can at least get to where the fuck you going and shit. 'Cause I'm
Like
gonna
you
give
hit
this
that
every now
chicken
and then.
circuit, nigga, and up and down wherever you at, and you gonna do 10 of them a night. Period. 10 nights. You gonna make that? That's 12. That's what? 25 shows at a dive
He was saying after he do
after he did the tour.
the tour, he could charge.
Yeah.
But he needed that anyway himself, Charleston.
Yeah,
'Cause you gotta keep your name somewhere. You gotta keep. You gotta stay busy.
and then he wasn't doing comedy shit, was he?
He was just
Before that.
talking.
He was just talking.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was doing shows yet.
Yeah. So he thinks
So he's really whatever
No,
he made
has been
doing
doing it. Because I remember like last year when he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, people will book him to do certain shit and he
Yeah.
get paid and shit.
well, I'm talking about comedy.
Taking it to
Oh,
the
no.
comedy
Yeah,
level where he
I
actually
think
on the
he's
stage
doing
doing the
comedy.
comedy shit.
So-
That's another level.
Yeah. So you gonna have to pay, you're not gonna come in off the rip.
There's gonna be some mad niggas at him.
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
it already
he's a funny
is.
motherfucker though. But if you add him, that means you a childish motherfucker to begin with and shit. Why you mad? Cause he, you know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be when you like when the mafia is so dope and shit. They ain't want their kids to know. They ain't want their neighbors to know. They know the neighbors.
They
not
didn't
know.
want you to sell
You know what I'm
them.
saying? It's like our generation, you wanted everybody to know that's what the fuck you did and shit. So everybody know your business and shit. And you now mad at this motherfucker because he want to tell about, you know what I'm saying, your fucking business. But I can see him being funny as fuck because he is. The motherfucker from Alaska was threatening. He was mean with him. Mean motherfucker and shit. Kind of big motherfucker. He's like, hey, this nigga all the way in the motherfucking Alaska. Nigga, he can't even get here. What the fuck I'm supposed to be scared? Nigga, stay warmed up. He just started dogging him about being Alaska and shit.
But you know,
But I'll pay to see him and
I would just to see, cause that motherfucker, I be listening to him. He be saying some shit. Just the opposite of what people want you to say yeah to. They only tripping because he's saying.
he's saying what you
The
say
opposite.
after somebody done shot your neighbor's kid. Somebody should do something about this. That's when you want to listen
Tell
to
the
him.
people.
Yeah.
Be the first one to start.
That's
Tell
when-
the motherfucker.
I know some of y'all seen something. Y'all seen something. You ready for everybody to snitch now, ain't you?
Yeah.
You know, anybody gonna tell that you ain't tell when our loved one got killed.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes you a prisoner in that society and shit.
But he like, let go, let it be. That ain't even snitching. That's telling. Because if it's not a situation that the only people that snitching is the motherfuckers. If you doing a crime, if me and Paul rob a bank
I'm in a car shooting with you, and you told on me.
and he tell on me,
Yeah.
that's snitching.
I could have got away, nigga. I would have took care of your kids and shit like that. And you
Yeah.
be good. Your time, get the fuck out. They don't even know about me. But you like a rat, you know what I'm saying? You just chew through every motherfucking thing.
Yeah.
For your own just greed and shit. Like, come on now. That's what a rat is. That's what a snitch is.
So that's a good look to me for Charleston White being on the shit. And all we gotta do, nigga, do your business, like the nigga said, and you'll be right. And you been there. Because if the bigger company is in charge of all that shit, you either go through the protocol that you need to go through to get your paper, or you're not gonna get your paper because they're gonna be like, what papers?
And then all the exposure you getting off of that shit, all
Yeah.
the experience you getting off of that shit, all the, you know what I'm saying, game you getting off of
That's
that
what
shit.
TK Kirk was saying about this shit. Like, nigga, you about to
You
go,
can't lie that.
you about to be able to do what you want to do off this.
Yeah.
So, nigga, if you was just a nigga that used to have a job and now,
I can see him doing some cameo appearances in some movies now.
yeah.
He ain't thought about that
and
yet.
He had some shit I think he had.
Tyler Perry gonna get his ass, or the YouTuber.
He definitely know somebody gonna have him in something. Especially if the Wayans do it. Or somebody like that. They need that funny type reference. They might do it themselves. Keenan come out and like dressed up with it. But right now, we're gonna pay some bills. But the Broadway show has been brought to you by.
I got a taste for some greens. I want something different. I mean, some chicken from Off Image Kitchen when they know ingredients, Miz and Liz, and I want a brisket. I like my cornbread. This. Pick up the phone, come get this. They got the biggest sandwiches. Ha. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yeah. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yeah. Is that macaroni and cheese? Yeah. Yeah.
Our Famous Kitchen. Holler at us. We got you. 614-556-2174.
Also, Broadway Podcast Show has been brought to you by.
Life should be relaxing, but it's not. Sometimes you have to create your own enjoyment with many different creme velour flavors, such as lemon haze, peach, berry beautiful, and exotic plum. Relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy the taste. Creme velour, Drake Imperial Grapes. Creme velour, my lord.
I'm on it, I'm on it, I'm on the street boy beats. I'm on it, man. I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped. On the strip.